Learn a new topic in English grammar. As in the earlier chapter, we learned about present simple, and today I'm gonna tell you something about past simple. Okay, this is our today's topic, and let's jump on the topic. And now, first of all, I think you guys have definitely learned and saw the video I sent you earlier. And if you guys have not yet, then go back, watch that video first, and later on come back and watch this video again. Okay, so let's start. So today's topic is past simple. Past simple is all about which is already done. Okay, the thing which is already done, we say in the past simple. Okay, in the past tense. So in the past simple, again we are having the same thing. Like in the past simple, we are having six types of present simple. So just the same way, we are having past simple in six types. As you guys can see on the screen, here we have structure first. So structure first, there's first of all one more thing I'd like to tell you. There's nothing different. All the things we learned in the present simple, okay, the same things are gonna be in the past simple, all in the six structures. You don't need to worry about it, you just need to concentrate a little bit, and definitely you guys are gonna understand what's going on here. So let's jump on the first structure. So first structure you guys can see here, that is subject plus verb's second form plus object. So here we are having verbs second form, and always remember one thing, this is the only sentence in English where we use verbs second form. You guys can say that second form was born to be in past simple first type only positive sentence. Okay, so that's all you need to remember. First of all, subject plus verb second form plus object, and after that you can see identities are there, as I told you in the earlier part of present simple, that was tahe tihe tehe, and now in here we are having in Hindi, that is tha the and thi. If you find anything like that in any of the Hindi sentence, in the end you guys are definitely gonna get to know that we need to use the first structure to change this sentence from Hindi to English. Okay, as you guys can see an example over here, I've written मैंने किताब पढ़ी थी. So the sentence will be subject, verb and object. These three things we are supposed to find out from here. So that is, subject is I read. Now, it's not read, it's a read. It's read, not read. Read, read, and read. There are three forms of the verb as we learned in the earlier chapters. So that first one is read, second one is read, and the third one is read. So it's only the difference of pronunciation. Spelling will be the same. Okay, so it's all I read book. मैंने किताब पढ़ी थी. Okay, now we jump on to the negative, and the negative sentence is going to be subject plus did not plus verbs first form plus object. Remember one thing, as I told you, verb second form will be only in simple positive sentence. That's all. In the negative, again we're gonna use verbs first form, and there is a helping verb. In the earlier sentence we were having do and does, but here again we've got a new helping verb, that is we call did. It's all a form of do, did and done. So here we are having second, that's why we have changed that second form into did. Okay, so that is did, it's an helping verb. And after that we would not, just like earlier, and after that was first form and then object. Rest of the things are the same, only do does will change into did. That's all you need to remember. After that we have sentence written here, that is I did not read book. I did not read book. Earlier we were having I do not read book. So now we have changed only that do over here, and it's going to be did. I hope you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. Now we are gonna jump on interrogative. Interrogative sentence, as I told you earlier, it's all about question mark. Okay, so as we learned earlier, helping verb will be the first in the first place. So as we can see here, did is in the first place. We have replaced do does with the did, and after that you can see did plus subject plus verbs first form plus object plus question mark. So according to that, we're going to make a sentence that is, did I read book, question mark. I hope you got it. Next is interrogative. Interrogative is when we are talking about interrogative, and along with that we are talking about something negative too. We are asking somebody a question, but we are asking them in a negative sense. So that is the thing. Did plus subject plus not plus verbs first form plus object plus question mark. Did I not read book? I hope you guys got it. So this was the first structure we learned about, and now here we can see the structure number second. So structure number second is subject plus was-were plus object. And as you guys can see here in the bracket of written, identify or identity. That is the same thing we learned in the present simple. So it's not gonna change at all. In the second type we have in both of them same. Only the helping verb will be changed. Before here we were having is mr, now we are having was and were. Was will go with the singular subjects and were will go with the plural subjects. I hope you got it very well. Next we can see an example over here. Example is all about वह एक डॉक्टर था. So here again we are talking about somebody's identity, but the identity is in past now. Before it was in present, now we are having it in past. Okay, we are talking about somebody who was in the past time. Okay, so we can see that example here. He was a doctor. We have just changed that is am are with was, that's all, and were. Okay, so here we can use, just because we are having a singular subject, we are going to use was. So we can say he was a doctor, he was not a doctor, was he a doctor, was he not a doctor. Question marks are going to be there in the interrogative sentence. Do not forget about it at all. Now we can move on to the structure number third. The structure number third, again we are having the same thing. As you guys can see in the bracket, it's written over there, willingness. Willingness means when you are trying to do something according to your will, when you want to do something, so nobody is forcing you and something else. Okay, so just like that, subject plus, before we were having is mr, now we have changed it into was were. You guys just remember this. Okay, subject plus was were plus to plus verbs first form plus object. After that full stop, it's normal, and after that it's written in the bracket willingness, and you need to remember this very well. Example, मुझे घर जाना था. Again the sentence in the earlier, in the present we learned about मुझे घर जाना है. So it was like you were talking about it's according to your will, you want to go. So again in the past we are having the same thing, like you wanted to go, you wanted to go there, your home, according to your will, not somebody was forcing, nothing like that. You wanted to go on your own. Okay, because you wanted to. So here we can see the example, I was to go to home, I was not to go to home, was I to go to home, was I not to go to home. So you guys can see there is only a single change we have done from present to past, that is only helping verb we have changed. Rest of the things are going to be the same. Now we'll move on to structure number fourth. Structure number fourth, again it's the same thing. Earlier we were having have and has and have we were having. So now we have replaced both of them with had. Okay, so you can see subject plus had plus object, and this sentence we had learned already, that it's about position, when somebody poses something. So here is an example, उसके पास एक कार थी, he had a car. Okay, it's a past, but we are talking about that he was having something, so about his position. So that is like he had a car. Okay, and we can just change the subject, they had a car. Now we can make a negative sentence, he did not have a car. Now remember one thing, the sentence is going to be the same according to the past simple first type, did not. Okay, did not, we get it from there. And now here we can see that that had has changed into two things. Okay, like we have this did not as a helping verb, and after that had changed into first form. Have is the main verb in this sentence. Now have is the main verb and did not is, just because we are making a negative sentence we need a we need an helping verb, we need a helping verb and a main verb both. So that's why we can see here that is did not. Did is the helping verb and have is the main verb. Just like that we can say they did not have a car, and after that we can move on to the another one. Did he have a car? That is the question we are asking somebody, interrogative sentence. And after that we have did he not have a car? So that is interrogative sentence. I hope you guys got it. Just like earlier, it's the same. Now structure number 5. Subject plus had to plus verbs first form plus object. And as it was written in the earlier sentences and the earlier form in the of the present tense, it's written here too, forcefully and unwillingly. It means you were forced by someone, or you were not willing to do the work, but still you had to do. So you can see earlier we were having has have, now we only have had. Okay, we have changed that thing, helping verb with that. So totally you guys are supposed to do one thing only, that is change the helping verb from present to past. Rest of the things are going to be the same, all the structures are going to be the same, and all the rules and everything. Okay, so now we have changed that had forcefully. It means the sentence will be like मुझे स्कूल जाना पड़ता था. You had to go to school. You were not willingly going to school, just because it was too winter, it was so cold out there, and you did not want to go, but still you had to go. So that is, you can say you were forced by your parents or somebody else. मुझे स्कूल जाना पड़ता था. I had to go to school. Now again, in the negative sentence we are going to use did. Did is the helping verb of past simple, or you can say the past tense uses did as in helping verb. Okay, so I did not have to go to school. Again we have that is working as a main verb here. I did not have to go to school. Did I have to go to school? Did I not have to go to school? I hope you guys are getting it. Now, structure number 2, the last one. In the present tense, we talked about present habits. So just like that, in the past tense, we're going to talk about the past habits. Okay, it's written here, past, all your past habits, like when you were a kid, you used to sleep till late in the morning, or like you can say when you were a kid, you used to play with some mud, or when you were a kid, you used to run behind your parents all the time, but now you just don't like their company at all. You feel like they are interfering your life. No, it's not like that. Okay, so here we can see I used to go to school every day. Now like you can say I am your teacher. Okay, I'm telling you about this tense over here, so I can say that I used to go to school, because I used to earlier, it was my habit when I was a kid, but now it's not. You guys cannot say that I used to go to school, because still you are coming to schools. They used to bully him during class, and make sure they used to bully him during class. Used to bully him, वो उसको हमेशा bully करते थे. We learned about this sentence in the last video also. And in the end sentence, in the last sentence, we're gonna use she used to put a lot of makeup on her face. वो अपने फेस पे बहुत सारा मेकअप लगाया करती थी. You can talk about somebody like you had an aunt over there in the neighborhood, and she used to put a lot of makeup on her face, or a girl, she used to put a lot of makeup on her face. You can talk about anyone over there. Okay, or you can talk about some actors or actors also. Actresses and actor both, they put a lot of makeup on their faces. So here we had past simple. All the 6 types I have explained it to you, and now it's your turn to watch it, try to learn it. And if you face any kind of problem, you guys can just text me back, or you can call me back, and you can ask about any of the problems. Okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day.